What's up, guys? We are back. I want to talk today about a new series that I'm trying to start here. Let me know down in the comments if you think this is a good idea or not. I thought it would be kind of interesting to look at different World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year winners. And I think that some of these guys do get forgotten a little bit. Obviously, the guys that have been the Rookie of the Year here in recent times are still around, but many of them, they either ran 1 year, or they ran a couple of years, and they retired, or whatever, which is the case with the guy we're talking about here today. He had quite an interesting story to become a World of Outlaws rookie. He was the 2011 Rookie of the Year with the series, and that was Cody Darrah. So today we're going to be looking at the guys that he was battling against for the Rookie of the Year title. Who was he battling against for the championship? His stats throughout his rookie season, and all kinds of other stuff, right? So I thought it'd be kind of an interesting thing. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll try and pick another one. I've actually got another one already kind of mocked up as to who I'm going to do next for this Rookie of the Year deal. And so let's jump into it and see what we can find here. So Cody Darrah, he was a Rookie of the Year with the Outlaws in 2011. He was 21 years old at the time of his World of Outlaws campaign, and he was from Red Lion, Pennsylvania. And in that rookie year, he did drive the Casey Kane Racing number 91 car. Now, what's interesting about Cody Darrah is he was supposed to actually be a Rookie of the Year contender in 2010, but from what I read online, that's a long time ago, obviously. That's, 14 years ago, 2010, that he was on his way, apparently, with his dad to the first race of the year at Volusia Speedway Park, got into a car accident, broke his leg, and was out of the car for the entire season. And so then Paul McMahon actually filled in this car in 2010 and ran it for the full World of Outlaws season. Cody Darrah would be at the racetrack watching and helping and learning things, right? But then in 2011, he would then make his inaugural campaign against the Outlaws. So and he had already, before he became a World of Outlaws rookie, he was already a winner with the series. He had won, I want to say it was at Williams Grove, if I'm not mistaken. But, it's a little bit different. We talk about it all the time. When you become a full-time driver with a series and you're going up and down the road, you're towing the t-shirt trailer around, you're going night in, night out, miles and miles and miles up the road. It's much harder to win these races when you're, having all that stress on you and you're tired and all that stuff. And so he did have that World of Outlaws win before, but when you become a full-time competitor, it's much, much tougher to get those wins. So Cody Darrah, the year that he was a Rookie of the Year contender, his other competitor was Bill Rose, actually. So Bill Rose was a World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year contender in 2011 as well. Those were the only two rookies of 2011 with the series. And so other drivers that were in the World of Outlaws series in 2011, Jason Myers, Donnie Schatz, Steve Kinzer, Paul McMahon, Craig Delansky, Jason Sides, Craig Kinzer, Lucas Wolf, Chad Kemenaugh, Joey Saldana, and then the aforementioned Bill Rose and Cody Darrah. So for Darrah, he had 59 A-main starts in his 2011 season. He did have 5, races where he did not qualify for the feature. He did have 1 victory in his Rookie of the Year season, 7 top 5 finishes, 19 top 10s, and he would end up 10th in the overall point standings. So if you look at these guys over here, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there was 12 guys that were full-time. He beat Bill Rose, and he ended up beating Joey Saldana, who actually had an injury midway through the year and was not able to run all of the races. And so Cody Darrah would end up in 10th in the point standings. The one race that he did win, it took 47 races before he was able to get that first win out of the way. It happened at the Castrol Raceway in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada on August 27th of 2011. So it did take a long time for Cody Darrah to get that first win out of the way. Now, looking at his points finishing, we already talked about where he finished in 10th, right? He was 1,431 points behind Jason Myers, but he was 1,072 points ahead of his closest Rookie of the Year contender, Bill Rose. Now, looking down here at this section, I wanted to look at this, and I think I'm going to do this for every single driver because as a rookie, it's hard to find that consistency, right? He was very, very good to start the season off, but towards the end of the year, I don't know what was going on. Obviously, in 2010, I was, 15? Is that right? 15, 29 minus 14. Okay, I was 19 years old. I don't remember every single thing that happened in the World of Outlaws season when I was 19 years old, right? But he had a pretty good stretch of races at the beginning. but then he had a really, really bad stretch of races towards the end of the season. So his best stretch of races was from race 3 through 7. He finished 4th, 3rd, 11th, 4th, and 5th. So he had 4 top 5 finishes right there in the first 7 races of the year. He only had 7 in the entire season. So that just kind of shows you how much he kind of fell off there after that. His worst stretch of races was from 50 to 63, so a 14 race stretch. He finished 16th. He did not qualify for 2 main events in a row. He was 22nd, 11th, 19th, 21st, 15th. Did not qualify for 2 features again in a row. 20th, 19th, and 20th. So a really, really, really tough part of the year right there for Cody Darrah. And remember, after this, he did not, quit the Outlaws or anything like that. He did run for a couple more seasons after that. But from what I could find on the third turn, his final World of Outlaws race was in 2015. So it's not like after this stretch of races, he just gave up, right? If you're not familiar, he did have a couple more years after that driving for Casey Kane Racing. Now, some extra info. His crew chief on this 2011 season was actually Andy Potter, who you may know. He's crew chiefed a lot of guys over the years. Greg Wilson, just over the, JJ Hickle. Right now, he is crew chiefing Riley Goodnow in his 22 car that kind of runs now in Ohio and, a little bit in Iowa and things like that. So Andy Potter was the crew chief this year. The average finish for Cody Darrah was a 14.08. Laps led 16. So he did lead laps in actually 3 different races. They did not all just come at this Castrol Raceway win. He had 31 lead lap finishes in his 59 starts. So probably not the best number there. You want to get that up a little bit, but thought that I'd put that on the board. During the 3 big races of the year, the Knoxville Nationals, he did not qualify for that one. The Kings Royal, he would finish in the 8th position there at Eldora, and he did not qualify for the National Open. And another thing that I thought was a little interesting, I could not figure out why this happened. I looked it up online, but he did miss the 53rd race of the year at Antioch Speedway, which was right here in the middle of this worst stretch. I believe it was right after these 2 DNQs at the Silver Dollar Speedway. He was not able to make it to, I don't know what happened, if the trailer exploded, I don't know, but he did not make it to Antioch Speedway for the 53rd race of the year. And so, I figured I'd put that on the board. Maybe somebody in the comment section below can know us or tell us what happened to Cody Darrah during that moment. So, that's all we've got for this. Also, if you do like these, I would like to hear your thoughts about what you would like to see more in these videos, some other information, maybe a story. I don't really know. Let me know in the comments below. What would you like to see added to these rookie season boards? And I'm going to be doing more of these if you guys do like them. So hopefully you did like it. It took me a little bit to figure all this information out because the internet, sometimes it's a tough place to find this kind of stuff, right? And so, it was kind of fun to learn more about Cody Darrah. I was not around the World of Outlaws scene as far as, being at the races when he was a driver. I would go to the Gold Cup every now and again, and I would see him there, but that was about it, right? So cool to learn more about him. Not sure what he's up to right now, but yeah, he does not race anymore. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section below if you did like it. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I think I'm going to have another video coming out later today talking about some the statistics so far here with High Limit Racing in 2024. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll talk again a little bit later.